All right, so this is daily note session being recorded 5:35 a.m. on 11/27/2024. But this is logging November 26th price action, which would be this candle right here, this blue Tuesday candle. Just want to have a nice overview of what's actually going on right now. So again, price swung high, swung down, working this SIBI. Also inside of this daily time frame SIBI from back here. Price is respected that midpoint there. Price is pushing up. Not really expanding like these bullish candles. Just, making its way up there though. Making its way. And currently right here, this is where price currently sits right now. So it is at 20,927, working this inversion right here, because it is an inversion because price has already ran through it. Now it's working here. We got to see if this upper portion is going to be filled up or it's going to just leave it open and give us signatures that it wants to come back lower, maybe potentially back into this weekly SIBI or the daily time frame SIBI. We got the old all-time high right there. Just wanted to leave that there because, let me change the text on that. It is a good reference point. Matter of fact, I want a different color. Let me just put that. So that's the old all-time high. It's a good reference point because when price was up here during the elections, it just kept messing around that area. And here's the new all-time high. I'll just leave it there, all-time high. Let's adjust this. Let's make this green as a matter of fact. Well, remember we have a lot of stuff back here. This low from the 30th, I got my eye on that. This low from the 6th. This low down here from the 5th of, I believe, what is that, August? So just some key things to keep in mind when you're looking at the daily time frames. You want to start up top from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. Again, inside here as well, this gray box right here is a SIBI with a volume imbalance. So you have to take it from the lower part here, from the close to the high there. So it's also working inside of that. So we have to see if it'll go up, come down and use that as an area to hold itself up, to then probably push up and work towards the all-time high and the all-time high. So just things to consider. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit and do my thing. So what do we do here? This candle just pretty much took out the previous day low. So it took out that low right there, which was the Monday low, worked its way up. Also, if we measure, that's just the lower quad of that. Don't tell me that. What's the opening price on this right here? We're looking up top, left-hand side. Opening price of this candle right here. 762.25. What's the low of this candle right here? 755. So it actually dug into this candle right here. These obviously, but this one right here, this bearish one, so that's considered a bullish order block, push price up. I don't need to work in the SIBI. That's it. Yeah, quick picture. I'm not gonna. As I said, I have to move towards more about just doing this in audio version. All right, let's see what's going on the 4 hour. This is before I lose my footings, So daily time frame. Because you will get lost as you start to drop lower if you're not labeling your stuff. So here's what's actually going on so far. It's a holiday week, so I did engage it yesterday, but didn't go too well because they just wouldn't release it. And as I drop down to different charts, you'll see that they actually released it in the afternoon session. And what I mean by release is release price, because they had it halted all morning. Tuesday, so here's the Monday. We're looking for Tuesday. Tuesday right here. This is when it starts. Price expands up, reacts to the midpoint, and then pushes down. I said nothing too pretty. We're just looking at how price is reacting inside of this area right here. This inversion, we're just taking a peek at that. So what notes do you take here? Not much. It's a holiday week. We do have news today. We got news coming up right here, 8:30, prelim, unemployment, and some orange folders. More orange folders. Then we have the 10 a.m., the PCE, and you got FOMC. Matter of fact, I didn't even know that. So today is definitely a very, very cautious day, just to be, aware of what's actually going to go on. So just keep that in mind. Always check your calendar. Always, because you don't want to be engaging price and not know what's going on. Especially the day before Thanksgiving of the year 2024. You want to just be aware of what's actually going on. Damn, I just spit on my screen. That's not cool. I gotta clean that up. I like to keep it crispy. Just documenting it pretty much. It's towards the end of the year, so there is a lot of funny moves coming towards the end of the year. And I don't mean funny moves in a strange way, just simply that the market's gonna pump, make things look a certain way, and then head a different direction. And it can be vice versa, go down and then pump up, because it's just the end of the year, and you have to get in the state of mind of what corporations want to take capital off the table. Some of them probably not. Some of them might want to roll their cash over into next year to file it next year in their taxes. So here we are. There's really not much for me to do. Let me just measure this wick here. Failed to get to the midpoint. This was Monday's wick. And then, obviously that's what it's doing now. This was in the morning session, which was, you'll see on the lower time frame how sloppy price actually was. That gap got filled on Monday, came down, took the lows, pushed up. Like I said, not very clean price action. Let's go to the 1 hour. Remember those, we're just magnifying price and looking at how it's reacting to those higher time frame markups that we have. So here it is, failed there, weakness, boom. Let me see something. Is there anything here? Tuesday, there's that London low. New York high, which is still not tagged, failed, brings it down. Let's measure this right here. Where's the 50 level of this price leg here? Okay. Got that. We also have this here. Look at this. Currently where price is, it's just reacting to that. Well, it's not reacting, but it's working in there. So why do I take these pictures? It's because you can print these out and draw all over them. Let's see what's up on a 15. Where's Tuesday? Here's Tuesday's session beginning here. Comes down, works the order block. See this? I don't like that right there. I like that. See that inversion right there? It's a nice inversion. Whoop. Consolidates, pushes up near that, near the midpoint of the daily time frame. It's a beautiful thing. Slash breaker right there because it comes across. This is the breaker actually, right here. Measure this up here. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that. This was the Asian session, pushed it down, tagged the lows, pushed it up. I said I've been doing this so long that I don't need to get crazy with my with the notes. Boom. So 6 a.m. session, price pushes up. This is where it was just like the bell session, the 9:30 session right here. You got this. This is the 9:30 candle. So that's the bell open right there, price pushed up. But then it was just being very, very, very icy. I guess I would say icy, like the icy man on the streets, just grinding the ice. And then it finally broke down to take all the sell side right here. And then from here, this is at 2:25 p.m. Let's go back up and target all these highs right here. It's crazy, bro. So it's important to pay attention to time. Let me just draw that out. Then came back down to tag it. Oh no, it hasn't tagged it yet. That's cool. I'm gonna save that. All right, so now we're going to the confusion chart. Don't get confused. Oh no, that's the mini. Stretch that out. Lots and lots and lots and lots of things going on here. But it all makes sense right now. Here we go. Clearly I'm gonna work that up, but I have to clean it up now as I set up for today. But there's the opening range gap right there. We had this nice opening range gap, and I wanted price to come back down to it right here. It didn't come to the midpoint. Then it just remained sloppy, reacting off of that first fair value gap. And then eventually, like I said, descended down in the afternoon session. 1 minute. Here's what I want to show you. So right here, I was trying to go short, and the last attempt at going short was like at 11 and change. And then eventually, where is it? Right here is when it came to my target. How many handles? Not bad. So all these things, the volume imbalance, consequent encroachment, like everything is labeled. Consequent of that daily time frame wick. This is where I went short. I actually went short right here. But the news took me out in a small profit. They took me out and then it went to my original target right there. Man, that was such a beautiful short too, man. Took me out in a small profit. Should have left the stop up here. Should have, could have, would have, but didn't. So it doesn't even matter. So that's that. I just wanted to document pretty much how sloppy it was inside here. This was the only clean run, that first hour, besides the news factor. Everything else was just like messing around, man. Like it wanted to go down so bad, but nah. And then it goes up. And then nah. And then nah. Just causing confusion. And then finally in the afternoon session, just poof, drops. And then look at this price run. Whoops, don't move. Boom, explodes to the upside. Not too clean, but still clean enough. Look at this. Look at that inversion. That's the sign you want to see of that staying open. Once that stays open and it already did something, boom, pushes up. And now what is it doing now? Right here, you look at that. Consolidates. And boof, takes off. What time did it take off? The 250 macro. Comes down. And it activated. So obviously there's a bunch of whole other stuff going on too. But I don't really feel like. Look at that right there. What I will say is time. Because this was in the afternoon session, 2 o'clock. Once that swing low got broken, ooh, that is my favorite type of setup. Pop, that breaks the low. Let me go on a 15 just to look at that. Because that is my setup right there. Where is it? Right here. Right near the midnight open. That is my favorite type of setup. There's the breakaway. And it did go into it. Cool. Goes back into it. I would wait for that to get broken. Comes down. Cool. Be honest, nah. So you have to do it on a 1 minute. It probably would have got smoked right there.